We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy
Hi everyone, I hope you're looking forward to Christmas, and it seems a good idea to work out some designs for Christmas cards that are going to be really quick and easy to paint. Now I use these cards which you just fold in half. They come with an envelope and I actually paint onto this cardy paper, and see it's got a deckled edge, but what I like to do is I will fold that over, and so it's very random. I can get quite a lot of cards out of that. I just rip that paper and then I will fold that again and again, and you can see you've got these perfect size pieces to fit onto your card. So that will fit on like that. That's just perfect. So shall we begin with the painting? Painting lots and lots of Christmas cards, you really need to do them quite quickly. So I'm just going to put a little rough shape of my snowman in. I don't have to do a lot of drawing, but I just want to know where the scarf and things like that are going to be coming. That sort of comes to there. You can maybe be a little bit fatter to fill up paper. Each bit of paper that I've cut is a different size, so yeah, it's just helpful to do that, and that will come to about there, and then the hat will come around like that, and that fills that up quite nicely. So maybe make him a little bit rounder, just there. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use flat brush, because it just makes it a little bit more interesting, and I'm going to use some of these metallic paints, and I'm going to use the mauve. Now the mauve is quite a nice strong one, but I don't want it to be too dark. Let's just pop that sort of roughly there. There's a little bit of that will be showing and underneath, and then maybe a little bit around there. Now that is metallic, it probably doesn't show up too much on there, and I'm just going to get my normal size 10 brush and some clear water, and I'm going to sort of soften it so that it's a proper snowman edge. Yeah, that should be enough. I just want it to look very soft, and we also want some white on there too, don't we? Right, that's great. So again, using my flat brush, I'm going to use some alizarin crimson red, quite strong, and let's just get the shape of that. Sort of comes up over there. I think that's quite nice to include that, and then nice and quick down there. Possibly might make his head a little bit fatter, but that's easy enough to do with a little bit of that metallic mauve. Let's just pull that out here. Now just a few indications on the hat. I'm using rich sepia, nice and dark, so get that shape of it. I don't have to fill in every single bit. In fact, it's better if you don't. Pull that over. That could be a little bit more watery. I'm going to have a nice big hat, this one. They're all made up, so they're all a little bit different. Now I'm going to use one of these little small rakes, and what I'm going to do is get some red metallic paint. So back to these paints, the metallic ones, and just pop that on the brush and put this onto our snowman in places. So he's going to be a little bit shiny, but not too shiny. And then I'm also going to dip it into the alizarin crimson, this time a little bit thicker, and just sort of scrape that down so that we've got that lovely feathered edge, which makes it look like you've gone to lots and lots of work, but we haven't. And now I'm going to do the same with the rich sepia on the same brush for the hat. So just a bit of movement. I know they don't move, but it's not just a little snowman sat on there. No, I quite like that effect. And then I'm going to go for some intense violet. And it's fairly thick, and just pop that in. So this is really, really easy. Maybe a bit around his face. And he's starting to take shape, and he's filling up that paper really nicely. So now my very, very little brush, and I'm going to give him an orange nose. It's a carrot, but we can do whatever we want to do. You could put a Christmas hat on him if you wanted. So there's his carrot nose. And then I am going to mix up some Prussian blue and sepia, rich sepia, on my little brush still. And he can have a little dot for an eye. And a little smiley mouth. Just a bit of outline there and there, I think. And maybe some arms. A bit of a shadow. And then we just sort out this neck, and I think he's probably going to have a bit of a knot there. And then that one will come up like that. And should we do some buttons down here? Perhaps you could have some orange buttons to match his nose. Let's do orange buttons. And each one you do, they can all be different. And because he's a snowman, he has got to have some snow, hasn't he? So let's use some Prussian blue on its own. A little bit watered down. Different size snowflakes to make it look a little bit real. It's a little bit of dark on his nose, and I think a little bit of dark around those buttons. Yeah, that's good. And very finally, using some white gouache, if we can get that off our card. So always keep this away from your main paint box, because you'll really wreck your paints. It's very chalky, and if any of that gets into a normal watercolour, it will really spoil it. And then just with a tiny brush, some little bits of snow on some of the darker places. and I think that's our snowman finished. So all we've got to do now is mount it on our Christmas card. Now all we've got to do is to get a piece of our card and we fold it in half. It's got a line already down there, they're pre-done cards. And with our piece of watercolour paper, just use some Copydex glue and then some glue along the top, along the bottom. That will stick that fine, and we just press that onto the card a little bit lower down so that we can write on the top. So press that in. There we go, that's on nicely. And then I'm using an elegant writer and my best Christmas writing. I'm going to put Happy Christmas on here, but you can put whatever you want to. A very easy snowman. So I hope you've enjoyed that and I hope you have a go. Thank you for watching.